Charles, I would like to hear what you think are some common misconceptions about cybersecurity that you encounter today.
One of the things I think people don't understand about cyber, and I was actually approached by a marketing guy who kind of asked, I had a conversation with him about this, but what I think people don't fully appreciate is that cyber is often an exercise in risk management. And really, it's for a large company, the goal of cyber is to, to kind of keep your risk to an acceptable level. And then also kind of related to that is that it's a cost sink. It's not something that generates revenue for the company. So if you kind of understand the managerial mentality that, hey, this is something that we have to spend money on to reduce our risk to a level that we're comfortable with, it kind of puts a lot of the perspectives and decisions into perspective. So meaning that if if spending millions of dollars to like go from I don't know, to reduce your risk a very small amount, company's probably not going to do that because it's just not worth it to their bottom line. So I think kind of approaching it with that business sense is something that maybe not a lot of people do, especially because I mean, people think cyber, they think hackers, they think, like just people breaking into stuff, stealing data, which is all true. But from a business perspective, I don't know that people really appreciate it's a risk management exercise and it's also a cost sink. The flip side of that is for a cyber professional, if you want to make sure that um, continue to get your budget justified, is to find ways to articulate the actual value of what you're doing in dollars. So meaning if you have like some sort of network anomaly detector that has detected, X number of incidents, well, how long an incident, it takes you to respond to, some of these incidents. So you could say, okay, we detected and preempted, X number of incidents. Each one of these costs us $100,000. Therefore, we've saved the organization X number of money, X amount of money. So thinking kind of in those terms, I think is a very useful exercise for a cybersecurity professional because you can then it becomes easier to justify what it is you're doing and make sure your stuff keeps being funded.
No, I like that, and I kind of equate it to cybersecurity is similar to insurance, not to be confused with
Yeah,
cyber insurance, but
yeah.
it's similar to insurance, right? The value has to be theoretical at first.
hmm But it's also tough. I mean, I would definitely say it's difficult to say like because how do you quantify? Well, we prevented an attack. Well, how do you know how many attacks you prevented? I mean, if if it's just like really low skilled attackers, I mean that's you could prevent millions of those kinds of attacks just by having your firewall configured correctly or something like that. But it's difficult. It's a little, it's different. I'm making it sound very easy. It is actually difficult to do that, but it's something I do think cyber people should, especially, they should really think about this when they're, yeah, they should really think about it in those kind of terms.